This is the tale of The Doll's House by Rumer Godden, with illustrations by Jane Ray, read by Sascha Cooper. On behalf of Quarantine Kids Storytime, we would just like to say a huge thank you to the Rumer Godden Literary Trust and Jane Murray Flutter, Rumer Godden's daughter, for granting us permission to read The Doll's House. If you'd like to know more information about Rumer Godden's works, you can visit the Literary Trust's website, www.rumergodden.com. I will also put this link down in the description box for you. Thank you once again for tuning in, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the adventures that Totty and her friends have. Enjoy. Chapter 15. At the moment Dana barked at the parcel, the Plantagenet family were all in the post office that Emily had set up on the table. Apple was playing with the scales. Birdie was tinkling the telephone. It had a bell, and Birdie liked the sound of it. She wondered if a musical box sounded like that. Totty had told her about musical boxes, and she often longed to hear one. Totty was looking at the postcards. Mr. Plantagenet was trying not to wish that they would all go away and leave him alone with it. As Dana barked, Totty remembered the other parcel, and for no reason that she could put a name to, she found herself wishing and wishing and wishing that Emily would put them all back in the house. She must have wished very purposefully, as Emily raised her head and said, "I think they must all go back into the doll's house now." In the house and behind the door, shut the door, wished Totty. After all, Mr. Plantagenet wouldn't go to the office on Christmas Day, said Emily. Wouldn't he? Said Mr. Plantagenet. Wouldn't a postmaster? The postman does, said Charlotte. A postman doesn't go to the office, said Emily. He goes on his rounds. You can't send parcels on Christmas Day. You only get them. I wish you didn't, said Totty. She felt worried, a little frightened, and a little angry. She felt as if her wood had gone stiff. Charlotte put the Plantagenets tidily back in the house, Apple on the stairs, ready to somersault, Birdie in her bedroom with the pink carpet, taking off her hat with the feather, Mr. Plantagenet on one of the new chairs in the sitting room, and Totty in the kitchen. Now you are all in your happy little house, said Charlotte. She did not close the front. Our happy little house, sang Apple as he began his somersaults. He reached the bottom, and to his great joy, Charlotte looked up and said, "Oh, he's fallen downstairs, poor little Apple," and put him back up again. Our happy little house, sang Birdie, twirling her feather. Our happy little house, hummed Mr. Plantagenet. And office, he hummed as he read his paper. He went on humming sometimes the holly and the ivy, sometimes peace and goodwill among men. Charlotte had given Totty the pudding basin tied in a scrap of white muslin, and said she was turning out the Christmas pudding. But Totty felt too nervous to be thinking about puddings. She could hear Dana in his kennel still saying, "Prick!" And Dana never said, "Prick!" except for danger. Through the open front of the doll's house, Totty watched Emily undo that parcel. Emily undid the string, and then carefully she unwrapped the paper. It was a small shoebox. Shoeboxes are unlucky for this family, she said. The last shoebox made Mr. Plantagenet awfully unhappy. The shoebox was padded with cotton wool and paper. Emily and Charlotte lifted it out, piece by piece, and then Emily gave a cry of admiration and pleasure. "Look, Charlotte! Look! It's a doll! That lovely doll!" And she lifted Marchpane from the box. There was a sudden light clatter in the doll's house kitchen. but nobody heard. "Oh, I loved her at the exhibition," cried Emily. "You remember her, Charlotte? She has been sent to us because she was great-great-aunt Laura's doll. Look, the letter said she would have come before, only she was sent to the cleaners and the exhibition. She goes with the doll's house, you see." "Does she?" asked Charlotte doubtfully. She looked at Marchpane, and then at the Plantagenets so happily settled in the doll's house. Emily had no eyes for anyone but Marchpane. "Look at her clothes," said Emily. "My clothes," said Marchpane in a complacent voice. "They take on and off. Look at the tiny buttons and the lace edgings." "The lace edgings," said Marchpane even more complacently. "And her hair. We can really brush it and comb it." "It's real hair," said Marchpane. "And her eyes, look, they open and shut. None of the others can open and shut." "Mine open and shut. They are the best blue glass," said Marchpane. "She doesn't smell very nice," said Charlotte. "Oh, Charlotte, I loved her at the exhibition," said Emily, "and now she is ours." "I don't remember her very well at the exhibition," said Charlotte slowly. "She wasn't ours then, and we went there to see Totty." "Yes, but we looked at her." "I didn't. I looked at Totty." "Oh, don't be such a little silly, Charlotte," said Emily. "What is the matter with you?" "I don't know," said Charlotte. "I have a funny feeling." "Well, you are very silly. She is perfectly beautiful. She must be our best doll." "But," began Charlotte, and then she said in a low voice, "Do you think we ought to have a best doll, Emily? Do you think it is kind to the others? They were here first." "No, they were not," said Emily. "Marchpane was great-great-aunt Laura's doll." "Well, Totty was our great-grandmother's doll," said Charlotte, and then she gave a cry. "Oh, Emily, look! Totty has dropped the Christmas pudding bowl down on the floor, and it has rolled right under the kitchen table." "Oh, no! Marchpane's back! Well, she did say she was going to get that doll's house. But will she? Tune in tomorrow to find out more as this story continues. My name's been Sascha Cooper, and this is The Doll's House by Rumer Godden. Take care, see you tomorrow, and stay safe. Bye-bye.